Outside the Beltway with John Fredericks. Talking to Americans outside of Washington, in the heartland, in our cities, and in our communities. About what matters to them. Outside the Beltway with John Fredericks starts now.
Let's go to Dave Brat, former congressman, 7th District, Virginia, back when the 7th District wasn't gerrymandered into oblivion. Also, Dave is a now senior executive at Liberty University. His opinions here are his own, not representing the university. Dave, also our economic guru, and you can follow Dave, so I don't forget, at Getter. Just go to Brat Economics on Getter, Brat Economics on Getter. Dave, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, you bet. Thanks, John.
Dave, how's your lovely wife, your daughter, your son? How was Thanksgiving holiday for the Brats?
Good. We went down to Atlanta and saw some friends and watched a ton of football. So great few days.
You and me both. I watched so much football with Joe. I was saying to him when I got on today, I mean, if you added the hours up, it had to be 100 hours. I mean, it was wall-to-wall football and some really great games. That's the other thing. Some great games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. The Dallas game was fun. All of it was fun right up until last night when I went to bed. Joe went back to College Park in Maryland. So glad you got a little R&R, Dave, with your fam. Always my love to Lauren. Tell her I said hi, right?
You bet. Thank you.
Okay, one big beautiful bill kicks in. I want your sense of where this economy is headed. Are we going to get a rate decrease? What will it mean for the next several months?
Yeah, well, we might as well jump right into it. If people are following this stuff deeply, there's something big going on between the Treasury and the Federal Reserve, where the Treasury now is going to likely, and I'm not going out over my skis on this one, but it looks to me like monetary tightening is done and monetary easing is back on the way in, and it looks like the Treasury is going to be part of it. And I've read commentary around the sidelines that we're so messed up with the debt that they're having to go a little experimental. And some of this is tied in with the new currencies, right? All of the new blockchain currency kind of stuff going on out there. But basically, I would expect a little bit of loosening. I don't see anything dramatic happening on the economy. The next year is supposed to be okay for growth. And then the tax cuts kick in, and that's going to give the consumer a little extra pocket change. So I think, everybody's been, upset with Biden's 21% inflation. And the White House didn't explain that's permanent. Once those prices go up 20%, they stay up. And so some prices are coming down, right? You see some of the food items coming down, the gasoline's coming down, et cetera. But a lot of this is going to hinge on this artificial intelligence thing, right? And this Bitcoin innovation stuff that's linked to monetary theory. So we'll see if that stuff takes off. It might be good for economic growth, but it might not be good for the average person's economic growth. And so there's just a lot in play right now. Trump looks like he's getting pretty serious again. He had a lot of international stuff on his plate. It looks like he's getting pretty serious again on this H1-B visa scam. I wrote a big piece, and India was not happy. They sent me a couple nasty grams, but the H1-B visa applications, they have applications 3 times the cap set by Congress just in one district, in the Madras district of India. and they have hundreds of thousands of applications and a bunch of frauds and scams going on. The Center for Immigration Studies had a great podcast out last week on all that, if the folks are interested in following that. And so Trump's getting back to domestic. I think economic growth is going to pick up. The construction is going to pick up. The manufacturing from all this capital investment is going to take a while. And so that's the bummer, right? Trump's doing all the right things, but he's having to clean up the Biden mess, and that's going to take a while.
Dave, I want to get to what you said about the H1-B visa scam, which you and I are on the same page with. It's a total scam. Originally, the president had said H1-B visas, $100,000 a pop. I was in favor of that because if you really want an H1-B visa applicant to come in to do a job no one else can, you're going to be willing to pay $100,000. If you're having them come in for cheap labor, the company's not going to do that. They're not going to pay $100,000, the incoming company. So what happened to that?
Yeah, well, I think the fine print of that, and you're right, all your logic there was right. But the 100,000 ended up being per firm, not per H1B visa, I think. And so then you know the big tech firms just laugh at it. They're like, who cares? 100,000 of them's like chump change. And so, but now Trump with this the recent shootings and tragedy, Trump's ticked off again, and you know more guards going into Washington D.C. and you know I think there's always the big money voices in his ear that get into the White House, and you got the big tech bros that censored all of us for years, and now if Trump goes after them hardcore, then they censor him again. And if you play ball with him, it looks bad. And so, he's in a tough world there because he didn't set it all up.
Where do we go from here, Dave?
Well, I think you got to, the base wants to see some hardcore. And, the wisdom, it's kind of funny, but the wisdom seems to be coming from these young men, these young 20-year-olds. They want to see some hardcore justice. And they voted for Trump because he says, I'm going to clean some clocks and people are going to go to jail again. And I think that really is probably the number one thing, cleaning out this deep state. Comey and Brennan and that whole crew needs to go to jail for some time, right? They were trying to take out the president of the United States, and they thought they were too big to get caught. They knew that, it was obvious what they did. And so that makes it even worse, right? They thought they were so big, the FBI and the CIA. Yeah.
Hang with us a couple of minutes. I got to go to break. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay, Brat.